Between Ottoman minarets, brutalist blocks, and the quiet scars of war, resilience itself can be felt in the winding streets of Sarajevo.
In this series with Kurukahveci Mehmet Efendi, we are tracing the historic coffee trail as it left Turkey, traveled through the Balkans, and made its way into Europe. And here in Sarajevo, the Ottoman influence on this precious drink is still very much alive, with the copper jezvas simmering over the flame, or that deep-rooted sense of chafe, the art of slowing down and savoring every sip. All right, so come check this out. This is the Sebilje fountain, and they say whoever drinks from this will come back to Sarajevo, but it has a cool story behind it because it was built in 1753 and then rebuilt in 1891 by an Austrian architect. So it's got a bit of a blend of the two. We're gonna be heading to Austria soon, but if you're thirsty, come and drink. Okay, let's go get some coffee.
And I didn't have to look very long because this historic drink quite literally fills every corner of the city. Mehmet Efendi can be found in local shops, and Hamza was gracious enough to host us in his father's cafe. Coffee was abundant, but so was another very important brew.
I actually started my drink journey not with coffee but with tea back in China. So I have a close connection with tea, but I've never tried this one.
The tea it's being produced over 75 years right now. It's the recipe of my grandma.
So it's not just tea; it's also other herbs and
yes,
spices.
that's correct. That's correct.
Great.
That's correct, sir.
It's so nice sitting here in the Cafe Sebilje.
Yes, that's correct.
Across from the fountain Sebilje and just watching people drink water, washing their hair, I think. A lot of people want to come back to Sarajevo. So we're just passing through Sarajevo's old town, and I just wanted to walk past Gazi Husrev-beg Mosque. It's built in the 16th century, and it's actually one of the most emblematic or most iconic forms of Ottoman architecture in all of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So beautiful, beautiful design. Just pass through on your way to your next coffee.
The old town painted a layered picture of Ottoman, Austro-Hungarian, Yugoslav, and modern Bosnian revival architecture. But we were seeking higher ground.
Beautiful views today. I'm super excited to make it to Kawa here in Sarajevo.
Hello.
Hello, and you are Eldar.
Yes, my name is Eldar.
Brodie, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Thank you. This place is amazing, super nice. And I can see actually now why there's the steps on your logo. And do you serve the traditional Bosnian coffee here?
Well, actually, no.
You wanted to offer something new. Let me try one of these espressos.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to try your Colombia.
Without sugar.
Like citrus note is like first what you taste, and after taste is something that it's traditional for our taste.
Well, I like that it's not too acidic. It's got that almond
almond
taste.
yes,
to me.
almond taste.
Yeah. What do you think is one aspect of Bosnian coffee culture which really makes it unique?
It's a ritual for us. We have it like for 6 centuries for now.
Yeah.
Of course, the Turks give us this kind of ritual, but we make it how we like it.
What's the main difference for you?
The ritual of Bosnian coffee is like you have like 2 small pieces of sugar, and you put it inside the coffee and taste the sugar first, and after that you have like sip of it. You have also always the small glass of water, which you use after the first taste of coffee.
And can you tell me a little bit about the evolution that specifically Sarajevo has faced in terms of coffee, the traditional coffee, and how it arrived today with now specialty coffee starting to become popular?
When you go to Baščaršija, on every corner you have like small businesses who are only make Bosnian coffee. It's still hard for me, like specialty coffee bar in Sarajevo, to explain new customers that we have like citrus note coffee, and I'm happy that I have like customers who want to try something new.
That said, Eldar took me back in time to an important part of coffee history.
So what are we seeing in here?
So the shop is.
So this is one of the older coffee shops in Sarajevo.
I will ask him.
It's all Brazil?
From Brazil.
The pounding.
The pounding.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, wow. I heard of this local concept called chafe.
Chafe, yeah.
Coffee is a very sort of fast drink, or you take it to go, or you drink it for the caffeine. Whereas I like this concept of kind of slowing down.
Chafe is something that is really unique for our Bosnian culture. I cannot explain you. It's really relaxation with yourself or with your friends, family, whatever, just to turn off every problem that you have.
Beside food. Tradition Bosnia. Time to...
Oh, great, the UNESCO.
Yeah.
Just like Turkish coffee has UNESCO.
Yes.
But man cannot live on coffee alone, so I popped into a legendary local spot called Inat Kuja to taste some authentic Bosnian food and also dig into a bit of curious history.
All right, so we're sitting down at this restaurant house. It has a really cool story behind it because in the times where the Austro-Hungarian city hall wanted to be built, it wanted to replace this house, but it was on the other side of the river. So the man here, he decided, after being stubborn for a very long time, you can have my land, but you need to give me a bag of gold coins, and you need to move my house brick by brick on the other side of the river. So here we are on the other side, digging into some very unique local foods. This is the Sarajevski sahan, and what I think is so interesting about it and how it relates back to the Ottoman influence is this right here, dolma. And dolma is basically anything that's wrapped, but specifically with pepper, right? So we want to have the meat and the pepper together. Let's try. Really nice ground meat. But this is also dolma, right? So when we were in Thessaloniki, we also had some dolma. Also in Edirne, this is a different type of wrap, but of course this is wrapped in grape leaves. Wow, saltier, a bit of spices, not spicy. This is sitni chevap, right? So it's basically just, you know, chunks of meat, almost in a stew.
Some tea, a bit of baklava, and our Bosnian coffee adventure continues.
So this is one of the most authentic things that we're gonna do here. It was recommended to us, you have to visit an old Bosnian house and get a Bosnian coffee. So we've been very lucky to visit our friend Suleiman's grandmother, and she's gonna make us some really nice coffee. So they're telling me this is the Bosnian way, is you take the sugar cube after it's been doused with coffee, starting to dissolve. Oh wow, yeah. Almost completely dissolves in your mouth. And then a sip of coffee. You know, I prefer that more because I feel like it doesn't immerse the whole coffee in sugar or sweetness, so it allows you to balance it out and feel the contrast. It's a good tip for anyone who likes sugar in their coffee. Fresh out of the oven.
Now I don't know Bosnian, but I'm pretty sure she's saying, let them eat cake.
Is what you might call a coffee cake in this context, but after the coffee. It's got very granulated sugar on it, as you can see.
This Ottoman-era Sarajevo home is a living museum with many relics from World War I and II, hand-carved wood interiors, and antique coffee gear.
What a beautiful way to wrap up our time here in Sarajevo. We were here such a short time, but I feel like I learned so much about Bosnian coffee culture. One of the things, for example, that I noticed is the shape of the jezva itself, right? It's very different. It's more narrow at the top. And not only that, they bring the whole entire set to you. And of course, lokum, which is ever present here in Bosnia just as much as it is, even sometimes more than what I've seen in Turkey. The one thing that stood out to me the most is just how hospitable the people are here. Had an incredible time, even had a chance to go to an old grandmother's house who just treated us just like her own family. So looking forward to seeing you in Budapest.